Hello, everybody. I'm Philipp from Combine. We make clothing interactive and mobile. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you a little story about a typical millennial. Her name is Anna. She's 20 years old. Her high school is finished. She probably applies for college. And of course, she likes clothing. So let's imagine Anna has 12 pieces of clothing. This adds up to actually 72 possible combinations. Now, let's suppose that Anna has 60 pieces of clothing in her wardrobe, which is more likely. This adds up to 1 million possible combinations. So, this shows us that clothing is something which on the internet was just sold for the last 20 years, but in real life, it is actually used very much so. And in order to use it, we have to combine it every day, again and again. So it doesn't make sense that what we do most with clothing is not possible in the internet. And we want to change this. Anna thinks a lot about clothing and how to put clothes together. So do all of us. And Anna, right now, can only watch, basically. We make it interactive by making an app on which basically everything of all the stops of all the shops is in. Then you can add your own stuff, and Anna can also access the items of her friends. And it's pretty much like in real life. Now Anna's able to check out what to wear probably on a Saturday's party. Anna is able to ask her friends directly from within the app if this would be a good fit or if she should use another handbag. This is also something she does in real life. And Anna can shop mobily, but she can actually, test a little bit what she wants to shop. She can check out if her old pair of jeans looks cool with a new sweater or some new sneakers. So it has a lot of value for Anna. What we're doing by making clothing interactive is actually a technical revolution, because for the last 20 years, nothing has changed. Everything was completely static. You could just look at individual pictures, probably swipe left and right in order to like or dislike something, but that's it. So we're making everything completely dynamic and interactive, and our technology makes it very quick and easy usability-wise, and we are compatible with basically every web shop out there. So we can make all the web shop's items smart and interactive. Who are our users, actually? As I said, the younger ones, it's the post-millennials and millennials, up to 27 years. Our heavy users right now are the very young ones, around 15, 16 years old. Now, if you would be a shop, what's in for you? Business-wise, we earn our money B2B, and what we offer is a platform for mobile commerce. We can turn any shop into an app, not a standalone app, but an app on our channel, which is much better because it has a lot of user value. Users can interact with clothing rather than just watch like the last 20 years. Users can check out what they want to buy before they buy it, and they can ask their friends before they buy it. Also, if you are a retailer and you're planning to go mobile because you have to, mobile is the future and it's just starting, it doesn't make a lot of sense to develop your own standalone app. Why not? Because there are millions of shops out there, and users don't use a million apps right next to each other. They don't even use 20 shop apps and jump from one to another. That's not how mobile works. Your shop, in-app shop, basically has all the functionalities of a, let's say, standalone app or a website, because through deep links, you can acquire your users and link them directly into your interactive in-app shop. This delivers a high user value, and this is key because user experience is key. And why is that so? Only if you have interaction, you can set a user journey. Right now, the younger generation, they don't see a piece of clothing, then they click on it and they buy it. That's not what's happening anymore. What happens right now is and that users see something, then they want to have an experience with it, they want to try it, they want to ask their friends, and then probably, after a long chain, they might buy it. It's called a user journey. You might have heard of it. So there's Anna again. She wants to check out the stuff, engage with it. She'll have a lot of so-called touch points on her user journey where she ideally engages with the items, and then at the end, when she's satisfied, she probably buys. Well, we Combine as a platform are live since the beginning of the year. It's going pretty well, 35K of users so far, with an organic growth rate of 40%, an average session duration of more than 10 minutes. And a lot of outfits are configured, almost 6 per sessions, with a month run retention right now of 22%. So these are KPIs that are more than double, much more than double than any standard e-commerce KPIs already. We won a couple of prizes. In September, in Fashion Week, we've been to London and pitched at the Google campus, and were awarded Best New Fashion Tech App Ever. Then we were in the finals at the Mobile World Congress. We're second on the Mobile Premier Awards, which is kind of second best app in the world, to be a bit bold. We're supported by Google Launchpad right now, which is very helpful for us. And our partners so far are Topshop, for example, Net-a-Porter. We have kind of fashion museums in the app to have a really cool mix, also for influencers, making it a bit more interesting. And we have Maria Hermannseder and Vestiaire Collectif. And our vision is to become a central platform, a mobile platform for mobile commerce and engagement, social engagement with clothing. Thank you very much for your attention. We're Combine. And if you'd like to get in touch, here's our email address. Thanks a lot. And now I think there's some time for questions, if anybody had some questions. Verstehe es leider nicht.
1 second.
Ah,
1 second.
okay.
You're going to need the mic. Hold on.
Okay, there was a request to show the last slide again, if it was possible, to show the email address. Otherwise, we manage later. Any questions? Anything? No?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, we're going to need a couple of minutes to change the presentation, and then we're going to hear the next speaker.
Is this working? Hi, everyone. My name is Sophie. I work for London-based tech startup SmartSer, and we specialize in interactive video. What we've built is an interactive video player that specializes in being able to tell our clients how consumers are interacting with their videos. We believe that it's the future of video. We'd eventually like to see it as the industry standard in the industry, and I'm going to try and explain to you why we think that is. The e-commerce landscape is changing. You know, it's the largest market in the world. Consumers are demanding more from their online shops. They want a narrative. They want a story that can go along with their purchases. So we've seen a massive increase in brands creating videos, unique content to try and draw consumers in. But what they don't get to see is the kind of the results that they can actually put numbers to. What are the number of sales that are being generated from their videos? How much of a return on their investment are they actually seeing? The way to go ahead with this is to have an interactive and clickable video where they can track users' movements as they are watching. And that's how our CEO came up with the idea for SmartSer in the first place. She actually started doing video production and realized that she'd have people watching these videos and not know where the location was, what people were wearing in the videos, and that they might like to know. So she decided to go into building this video player that would be backed up by analytics, so that with each click, the client could see where the viewer had clicked in the video, what they looked at for the longest, where they decided to pause or stop watching the video. This was still at an extremely early stage when she started, so that's what we've kind of put a lot of emphasis on at Smarter. And we like to say that we've built the Smart Video Player. So it's an HTML5 overlay that we put over existing content from companies so they're easily able to embed in their website like they would a YouTube video. And these are the kind of results that we see from our clients when they've put one of the videos on their websites. We see an increase in sales because there's a decrease in the lag time between inspiration and purchase that you do see with content created online. It gives brands access to unique data that allows them to predict their customer shopping behavior and allows them to make smarter merchandising decisions so that they reduce inventory-related losses. It also helps them to differentiate because they can tell what their consumers are going to buy, so they can actually create something or create a collection that will be bought in stores. And this is kind of what it looks like. So this is an example of one of our demos, and this is how the player would appear on screen. The bar that you can see up on the left is our drawer, which is retractable. So the viewer is able to click on it to open or close and scroll through all of the items in the video. Otherwise, there's a little invisible tag or a visible tag that will exist on the screen where the viewer can click, and it will come up with a pop-up like this. So you have a high-resolution image of the product, information, and a link to purchase. You can also include other products that they might like to buy with that purchase as well, so increasing the amount in an average basket spend. It also works for runway, not just with traditional advertising. So this is one of our projects that we did with the menswear designer in London. And he had invisible tags on all of the models on his catwalk show, so that viewers were able to click on items, click on a look in the show, scroll through the individual items, and potentially book an appointment to have clothes made to order in store. And the form looks like this. So we can have full integration of a shopping cart or a calendar so that you're likely to lose less clients to the lag between, oh, I think I like this product, and now I'm actually going to go out and buy it. And these are the sort of analytics that we can get from it. So you can see the number of views, obviously, as you would with a standard YouTube player, but also the number of clicks, the most popular items that have been clicked on, how long people are hovering on an item, which item they've clicked on in the retractable drawer, and so on. The possibilities are virtually endless. And these are some of the results that we've seen recently. So we've had an 85% engagement rate with viewers watching the video. That is 85% of people who watch the interactive video click on something within the video, with a 24% click-through rate, meaning 24% of people that are watching the video are clicking buy now, with an average sale of £8 per click-through. So we hope that this is the next generation of video players. We would like this to be the industry standards to help brands and retailers take their video strategies to the next level, but also to make the consumer experience seamless and easy online. If you'd like to get in touch and have any more questions after this talk, there's my email address there. We're Smarter. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Are these kind of videos, I mean, you only do them for fashion and other shops so far, or could you also imagine, for instance, use cases for journalism or the media outlets that could also use this kind of videos?
It's absolutely possible. We've just had most interest from the fashion industry because they've been the ones that have had the real surge in creating of content, and because it's easier for them to monetize their videos. But we are looking into just doing information-based videos as well.
There hasn't been anything launched so far. Nobody has yet used it, or?
Not so far, no.
Hello.
Hi.
The key question in this technology, I think, is the content production.
Yeah.
How did you do it? Is it done manually?
what the content as in the video that's included?
Yes, the marking of the objects
Oh,
and
the
the tracking of the objects.
Got it, okay. So there are other interactive players where they have a tracking software that tracks an item across the page, but we found that it's too jumpy and doesn't take into account user experience enough. So yeah, the tagging is all done manually.
Okay, then the content production is very expensive and slow.
No, our turnaround can be minimum an hour from getting a video to having it tagged and sending it back to the client.
Okay.
Anyone else? Oh.
Just a short question. Did you implement a shopping cart?
Yes, we have actually implemented a shopping cart for one of our clients so far. So it is working, it is up and working. We'd be able to do it for future clients.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we're going to need another minute again to switch up here, but then the next speaker is going to come on stage.
Hi, everyone. My name is Gulnaz, and I'm the CEO and founder of EasySize. Every fashion online shop has one ultimate goal. It's to build trust between them and their customers and achieve greater conversions. But fashion e-commerce is unique, and it has unique obstacles. One of them is sizing. We all know that sizes differ dramatically between brands, and it's a huge problem and hassle for online shoppers. You want to look good, but you literally don't know what to pick and how to buy it. So, in fact, 60 to 80% of all online shop visitors leave a website without making a purchase simply because they are not sure about the size. It is a massive problem. And it gets more complicated now when technology is advanced and customers have so many different ways by closing online. They can go directly to a product page and check the product information. They can use filters, recommendations, buy from mobile, or even engage with marketing campaigns. At each of these scenarios and steps, they still have the same question. What do I need to pick? How do I need to buy? And what I need to buy? What we wanted to do in EasySize is to create an experience like you are talking to your best friend, who is also a really, really experienced fashion stylist, and who helps you to pick the right size. And it works anywhere and everywhere where it might be needed. What we've created is sizing intelligence. It's a tool which can be used anywhere when customers might have that question about the sizes. To put it simple, we have a script which we give to online shops or developers. They can take it and apply it to the entire online shop and across all the devices. So there are different ways how EasySize can be used now. And I'm going to show you 3 favorite ones. First, it's a size filter. Customers can click this Show My Size Only filter instead of manually picking all the different sizes they might have. And EasySize automatically predicts their right size across all the brands and all the categories in the shop. It after generates the personalized product feed, where everything is in the size which will fit you, and it's also available in stock. So it's a totally new level of personalization. Another one, and that's something that marketing managers simply love. They always have the same struggle. How do I increase effect and conversions from my marketing campaigns? What we are able to do is to add sizing component into all their campaigns. So regardless whether you're sending an email or you're having and running your targeted campaigns, the sizing will be added automatically. And instead of passing the generic message, hey, buy these shorts, you can say, hey, buy these shorts in a size 10, because that's the best size for you. And finally, in EasySize, we really embrace the personalization. And we know how much online shops spend to actually attract customers to a website. So the moment when you go to an online shop and you load a product page, we already know your size. We will show it to you and pre-select it in the dropdown. No questions asked, nothing you need to do. What's important here is that conversion to sales for these kind of pages is impressive, is 9.5% from a page view. People in fashion know that average conversions rarely reach 1 to 2 %. And here, with these small adjustments, we're able to increase it 4 times. So how do we do it? Fashion is all about perception. When we pick clothes, we don't only think about our bodies, we want to reflect our style. The same customer might like different fitted clothes in different brands and across different categories. She is the same, her body is the same, but her choice will be different. That's exactly the reason why in Easy Size we don't use any body or clothes measurements. Instead, we analyze behavioral data. That's the data which we get from online shops, and we see what people like and what they don't like, what they buy and what they return. More importantly, we do it across the entire digital universe of a customer. Online shops are usually limited to what people do in their store only. But we, on the other hand, can follow the customer across all the different shops, gather the entire information, and have a perfect overview of their preferences. And finally, on the back end, we have an advanced algorithm which analyzes all this information using multiple factors, and it gets personalized and more accurate every time customers use it. We launched our product a year ago, and now we are mainly present in Scandinavia and the UK. Denmark is our local home market, and we see impressive results with shops we work with. First, and one of the most important metrics, is conversion to sales. Conversion to sales after using Easy Size is 9.5%, compared to the average 1 to 2% only. People like buying it with Easy Size prediction, and people also trust and keep what they buy. So returns rate is just 9 to 10%. Again, it's 3 times lower than the market average of 25 to 30. Sizing for a long time has been considered a thing that online shops are not able to solve. There have been a lot of different solutions, but they're not scalable, they are distracting customers. We created a solution which online shops can use, which they use flexible, they can adjust it to their needs, and see great results. So if you want to hear more, please do reach out to me, and I'll be happy to tell you more about the technology. Thank you. Yeah, and I guess if anyone has any questions. No?
No questions at all?
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
All right, then I think we're done a little early. So I think we're going to have like a 5-minute break, and afterwards we're going to continue with the talk on Fitbits.